right. Good evening and welcome. Welcome to our Soul Center midweek meditation service, where we're just going to commune with the divine. So welcome to those of you who are streaming in live right now. Welcome to those of you who are seated in the sanctuary. I'm Reverend Keith. We're getting ready to do our time where we're just going to relax. We're going to go deep into meditation. Before we do, we're going to do a cabin check, and that is to make sure if you have a cellular device and you're in this room, to either make sure it is off or it is in meditation mode, also known as airplane mode. For those of you who are streaming in, you might want to put yours on Do Not Disturb. As we prepare to do the same, as always, we're going to begin with our reading and our evocation.
Good evening. My name is Param, and our reading tonight is from The Art of Power by Thich Nhat Hanh. When we meditate, we look deeply to nourish our joy and peace, and to embrace our suffering and transform it into wisdom and liberation. Love is not different from meditation. It is what we do with our love that makes it into a spiritual power. Our aim is to transform our limited love into true love, boundless love, transformation, and healing. At first, people are infatuated with an image they see as beautiful. They want to possess this image, and they suffer because of this. But after they wake up and see that it is a deception, they push away this image to look for another object of infatuation. They may wander their whole lives from lifetime to lifetime, unable to find the real object of their love. But if we can find someone who has a steady faith in their own goodness, beauty, and truth, we can look at this person as a reflection of ourselves in order to return to ourselves and be in touch with the basic goodness, beauty, and truth in us. Then we will be happy. We will be able to put an end to our wandering. We can become one who loves all beings, not just one person. We become someone who serves others. Let us take a moment in prayer. It is an understatement to say that I am grateful. I am beyond grateful to be here this evening, able to be in this presence of these high-minded spiritual siblings for the purpose of coming into more and more awareness of who and whose we are. I'm grateful for Reverend Keith as he expertly guides us on this journey into ourselves, into love, into the truth of beingness. And I recognize that beingness is the one power, one presence, one source, God. God is the source of beingness. There is no thing that is not made from God, by God, in God, with God. God is self-sourced and is the true one power, one love. And it is true when I say that I am one with this, that I am sourced by God. I am an idea in the mind of God. We each are ideas in the mind of God. Children of the Most High, loved beyond belief. And in this love, I bless our meditation tonight. And I bless the communion that we shall have with our own self, with the capital S. That we will delve deep under Reverend Keith's loving guidance to that peaceful, calm place wherein love is not just an idea but a tangible reality. We do not need to wander our whole lives. We are blessed to be here right now, knowing that love is the answer to absolutely everything, because it is indeed all that there is. I remain grateful. We are all blessed beyond measure. I simply say, and so it is. Amen.
And so it is.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you, Param. And once again, welcome to our meditation service. Most of you, if you're new here, welcome. If you're streaming in live for the first time, welcome. Most of you know that we're Soul Center. We're a trans-denominational interfaith community. And that's a mouthful, but it just means that we honor the golden thread found in the mystical aspects of all religions, indigenous teachings from around the globe. It falls under the umbrella of the New Thought movement. And that movement has been around for 450 plus years, which is really part of the mystical movement that's been around since the dawn of time. Those who are seeking to experience being in the world but not of the world. And that means that you get to experience eternality in duality, or singularity in duality. What does that mean? That means that there's infinite eternal frequencies that if when science looks out, whether it's through the Hubble or the Webb telescope, and you just see a universe that just is so vast and it goes on forever and ever and ever, and it's expanding and it's moving and it's undulating and stars are birthing and collapsing, and they can't find the end of the universe because it's infinite. But they're sure trying. Once upon a time, back in the days of Galileo, they used to think that there was just a bubble that included our solar system as that was coming into an idea, and that beyond the edge of that bubble was just nothing. And then now we know about galaxies and all kinds of magnificent things. But one thing that you'll discover if you choose to, I'm going to invite you to choose to, but it's up to you. There's a level of consciousness that each and every one of us equally has access to. And we most potently have it when we're first born. When you're first born, you are in a state of, the veil is so thin, and you can just see it when you see an infant who's just been born, and they just kind of do this, and they're looking around, and they haven't coagulated into definitions and terms and beliefs yet. They're there, but they haven't done it. They also have the capacity to think, but they're thinking without words. So they're trying to convey something when they're hungry, or when they need a change. So they convey, but they don't speak French, English, Latin. They don't speak Hebrew or Mandarin. They speak energy. They speak that there's something in there that needs attention. And then we start to get indoctrinated into learning a language, learning how to identify what's what, labels for things. Then those labels turn into definitions that eventually, as we get older, might turn into labels like ADHD and other acronyms for limiting ideas or experiences of diagnoses, not to diminish that in any way. But, and then if you could imagine we start to identify more with our surface mind and our subconscious than we do with our superconscious, which was what that infant energy had. So imagine blending the two, where you're in that state of being able to understand energy beyond words, and also being able to understand words and definitions and languages and things of that nature. Also being able to move into a place where, what meditation does, in its mildest form, is just totally relaxing, and it clears your mind. In its highest forms, brings forward a clarity beyond words, a wisdom that is so profound, that it is so filled with not only information that usually comes about not necessarily in words, but can, but also an enthusiasm. The universe provides everything, batteries included. And what I mean by that is, if you were to follow the law of creation, which stipulates, now the law of creation and the law of manifestation are two different laws. The law of creation says there's a divine idea, which is basically the idea of your soul. It could be, some people call it purpose, some people call it passion, some people call it, other names, but that divine idea wants to make its way into your awareness, and as it makes its way, as it descends down through your crown chakra from your soul star, down through your heart, down through your root, it wants to actually root itself like in the ground, and then like a tree, it wants to blossom the idea into form or experience. If uninhibited, if we don't get in the way, you get to just experience the ride. You get to experience the journey, and it is bliss. When we get in the way, so if any of you have ever, I know someone, fortunately for me, I don't have a fear of heights, but I know quite a few people who do. And, if you have a fear of heights, some of it can be mild. It could be like, I can go to the 70th floor of the building and I can look out, but it's a little unnerving. And then other people would be just like, they can't even go out on the balcony. It's a little more acute. And then there's other people like me who may hang off. Whatever, it doesn't matter, except that any fear that we have is just an idea. It's just an idea. And when an idea becomes a belief, that means I've etched it on the hard drive of my subconscious. Then it can inhibit life. So it's very common when we move into meditation for those things to start to bubble up. One of the phenomena that is, something that happens in life, your body is built with circadian rhythms. Even your autonomic nervous system that works on a automatic flow automatically wants to purge anything that is toxic. If you eat something toxic, your body wants to purge it. If you get stuff that's over you, dirt and stuff, your body wants to purify it. Your body has all kinds of ways to purify things, whether you sweat it out or other ways. But that same phenomena of how your physical body wants to purify itself applies to your emotional body and your mental body. Your emotional body and your mental body want to purge toxic energy. What is toxic energy? Fear. Fear is a toxic energy. Why is it toxic? Because it retards the flow of energy. Anything that retards it. So, when you think of a poison that enters a body, it's going to start to retard things, and it's going to shut things down, and then things don't flow. So as we start to move into meditation, the automatic side effect is going to be the flow of the energy. So I'm just going to invite you to join me tonight with it. I'm going to throw out some intentions. If you like them, grab them. If you don't, let them drop. One of the intentions is that we're going to allow ourselves, if we have any fears of anything whatsoever, we're going to let them go. We're going to allow all the channels and all the meridians of our physical, emotional, and mental bodies to be wide open to the free flow of what we refer to as life force or chi or shakti. And that nothing's going to distract us. Nothing from the outer world, nothing from the inner world. And finally, I'm just going to say that we will allow this to be the best, deepest, most profound, most delicious, most revelatory, rejuvenating. Side effect of meditation is rejuvenation, just as an FYI. Best meditation ever. I'll center us, then we'll stay in the stillness for a bit, then we'll come out in a wave of prayer. You hear every word I say? Great. You don't hear a word I say? Wonderful. You fall asleep? No problem. It's all good. I would say the best thing we could do is just let the surface mind, give it the night off, or give it the next 30 minutes off. And I promise you'll have the best night's sleep tonight. And I think the rest will be self-explanatory, just letting us get into that place where we can be like, in awe, as well as deeply informed. And with that being said, we're going to dim the lights here in the sanctuary, and we are ready to begin.
Here we go.
As always, we begin by giving ourselves permission to relax. Just saying to ourselves in our minds, I give myself permission to relax into the most beautiful, luxurious energies, divine frequencies of peace and beauty, love, a love beyond our wildest dreams, and joy, harmony, and clarity. We give permissions for these energies to rise up from within us, wash over us, merge and converge in our physical, emotional, and mental bodies. We allow ourselves to let go of the past. We're not getting rid of it. We are simply moving into a transcendent space. Letting go of the future. Letting go of the present. And imagining, allowing the eternal to flood us with such buoyancy that we can feel timelessness, spaciousness, beginning to expand. I invite you to join me with the intention of allowing our breath, with no efforting, solely through intention, to become deeper, fresher, wider, fuller. And just as there's a wisdom that all we need to do is inhale, and the air, flush with oxygen, flows down into the lungs, and the wisdom of our body knows how to assimilate it and nourish all the organs. I invite you to imagine that every inhalation, a wave of light begins to flood into your heart and lungs, and all the cells begin to illuminate. And just as the oxygen flows into the bloodstream, the waves of light travel through the channels and meridians of your physical, emotional and mental bodies. They travel down through your chest, into the hips, through your legs, into your knees, into your ankles and toes, tingles of light as all the cells, like golden glitter, begin to illuminate, soothing, softening, strengthening the muscles, the bones and tissues, a contagion of wellness is spreading homeostasis throughout your entire body. That light, the luminosity, the weightlessness floods up into the shoulders. And all density evaporating. Waves of angelic energies and frequencies flooding your physical body. The natural rhythms of vitality are growing and glowing up the back of your neck, into your throat, into your chin and jawbone and cheeks. The light tingling in your face as you let go of all expression except joy. Your scalp tingling with light. As the physical body goes deeper and higher into a calm of vibrancy. You can feel the energy flooding the emotional body, fortifying, amplifying. Was that love, divine strength, compassion, stretch and expand, fortify, soften and strengthen. And you can feel the energy moving out into your mental body. Waves of clarity. Like a vapor of light, dissolving all flaws, moving into wisdom beyond words, and awakening the higher mind, the inner eye opening, the inner ear, and providence begins to illuminate. Connecting with desire, not the wants of the ego, the impulse of creation of the soul. You can feel the vast, infinite energy of benevolent potentials and possibilities. You can feel the energy of your bliss body. Everything is expanding. Innocence, tranquility, vibrancy, clarity, and understanding. And you begin to remember your true nature, your eternal beingness. Tuning to the language of the soul. And it is here that we allow ourselves to rest, witness, rejuvenate, and relax in the stillness. You may begin to feel the energy getting ready to expand, taking us deeper and higher. Imagine your eternal self, the you, when you were just weeks old, the you before you even took a human body, the true self, the higher self. Invite you to become aware of the energy of creation, its excellence, its purity, its infinite vastness and goodness. The impulse only begets joy. It is divine. is indwelling and outpicturing. It is omnipresent. You may begin to notice an energy that has your unique frequency, a divine idea of your life. That which brings you joy. That joy turns into happiness, fulfillment, satisfaction. Just open to its presence. You may begin to notice a web or matrix of energy rippling out into the body of affairs, a connection to your soul family. The energy of synergy, symbiosis, kindness, reverence, respect, generosity, effortlessness. You can feel a wave of energy flowing back and forth. That allows the serendipitous unfoldment, the win-win, the win-win-win. Or as you rise, all rise. Whatever you see, whatever you feel or sense, only benevolence, only up-leveling. Just take a moment to marinate. Some experience a feeling of recalibration in the up-leveling, waves of optimism, enthusiasm, faith, cohesion and connection. The most efficient unfolding and benevolent outpicturing of that which fills your heart with joy. And take a moment. You may begin to feel the wisdom, the energies, the frequencies that allow you to anchor, ground, the energy of benevolent satiation, divine fulfillment, with desire, uninhibited, unencumbered, full freedom, full resilience, and a continuity where these energies flow from an idea, a frequency, an impulse, into an embracing awareness, and allowing, and make their way into form. Physically, emotionally, experientially. You may begin to feel the energy gently flowing down through your soul star at the top of your energy field. Grace, passion, flowing down through your crown, cheeks, and shoulders, through your arms, elbows, and hands, through your heart, rib cage, sacrum, and hips, and down through your hamstrings and thighs, calves and shins, your central core, to the bottom of your energy field. Many have seen, felt, or become aware at the south pole of the energy field, a starburst of light called your Earth Star, your 10th chakra. And we just ground all the way there. A clean sweep of energy, pristine, vitalizing. And you may begin to feel a soft sense of gratitude. Maybe a large sense. Taking a moment knowing that the energy of creation only seeks and delivers goodness. I'm grateful for this time outside of time, and that we are anchoring timelessness and spaciousness, clarity, abundance of good, vitality and wellness, prosperity and joy. We take a moment as we remember that there is an energy back of all life. The energy that right now is illuminating trillions of stars. The life force energy that is orbiting our entire solar system in a perfect dance of planets around the sun. That elegantly whirls comets and asteroids through the galaxy. And billions of drops of water that fall from clouds in the sky and absorb into the soil and bring water to the germination of the seeds. Some become flowers or forests. All this energy, this life force that is crashing waves and beating our hearts. It has one purpose: to bring forward goodness. Some call it the universal energy of life force, the omniactivity of the divine. Whether we call it God or the universe, the creator, the one, Jehovah or Yahweh or Adonai, Choda or Allah or Dios, whatever name that evokes the intimacy, we take a moment to know that we are one with it. One with its power, one with its presence, always unified, never separate. Every mystical tradition and every religion states that we are born, formed, and fashioned in the image and likeness of the infinite. I am grateful to know this is the truth. Something wonderful has taken place this evening. Just allowing ourselves to anchor that energy as we come back into a lucid state of awareness. And in deep gratitude and thanksgiving, knowing something wonderful will continue to burst forward from this point, we allow it to be good, grand, and glorious in agreement by saying, and so it is. Amen. Welcome back, and if you are wanting to open your eyes, you can open your eyes. If you want to stay in the zone, stay in the zone. Whatever feels right and good to you. If you need a little extra balancing or grounding, you can take opposite hand, opposite knee, or opposite shoulder, whatever feels right, or just push yourself. Or any way that you like to ground. Welcome back. We're going to bring the lights up in the sanctuary. We don't have a dimmer switch. So welcome back. And yeah, that completes our formal time in meditation. So welcome back, and for those of you at home, welcome back. We are Soul Center. We're a nonprofit 501c3 religious organization. If you want to make a contribution to our community, great. Those are the different ways coming up on the screens at home. All of them safe and secure and tax deductible. For those of you who are here, you can do electronic ways, or there's a donation box in the back of the room for checks or cash. If it calls to you, we appreciate it. Any donations that come to our community, we automatically enter into the law of circulation, that it returns to you multiplied. Just a reminder, we're here Wednesdays for our midweek meditation that you just experienced. We're here Sunday, 10 a.m. We do a smaller version of this. And then 10:30, we have our music and message, inspirational message celebration that's on Sundays. And that lasts about an hour or so. And quite a beautiful experience. And then we also have Monday through Saturday, except this week it's Monday through Friday, our daily affirmative prayer, which is on our Soul Center Facebook page, live streaming, and also on Zoom. Either way, we'll get you there, and you can get that information at soulcenteroc.com if you want to join us. It's basically similar to the prayer at the end there. It's kind of what happens Monday through Saturday. And lots of other things. We're working on our next nature retreat. We've got another class coming up pretty soon. Lots of things going on in our community. So if you want to sign up for our newsletter, that'll keep you abreast of everything that's going on. That's all I have to say about announcements. And thank you for being here. Have a beautiful evening. Peace and blessings. For those of you here, welcome back.
Is there something going on Sunday after?